Let me be straight. Men who clicked on this video are out of luck. I'm actually glad because after watching this, your life will never be the same again. Right now, I'll talk about your past, your present, and give you just two options for your future. The choice is yours. Have you noticed that every year the gap between men in terms of success with women keeps growing? It's becoming more obvious that men fall into two groups. Group 1, they have nothing. Their likes don't matter, no one pays attention to them, they constantly get rejected or dumped. Group 2, women fight for these men, compete just to be near them. And this divide will only keep growing. Only the strongest will survive. Through years of practice, I've learned one crucial thing. It's very easy to predict a man's future. What awaits him, constant disappointment in his personal life, or the chance to enjoy it and build a happy family depends on just one trait, the ability to make quick decisions. Take the average man's life story. By age 30-35, he's likely had 5 serious relationships and a few short ones. Sometimes he left, sometimes she did. We think that's normal, that everyone lives this way, but that's a huge misconception. From teenage years, boys and girls grow up together, but boys are often uncompetitive. Girls are drawn to older guys, and many men develop a learned helplessness. They constantly hide their desires, suppress them. A man wakes up wanting to meet someone, but immediately finds reasons not to. He wants to tell a woman openly, "I want to talk to you," but feels awkward. Your past relationship? Let's break it down using your past relationship as an example. Think back to the best relationship you had, the one where the girl eventually left. How long? Almost always the warning signs appear 6 months in advance, about 180 days before she walks away. And almost always, during that time, the man fails to make the decision to leave first. If he had left right away, her feelings would have returned, she wouldn't have left at all, and he wouldn't have suffered any damage. 2 columns, 2 life paths for a man. On one side, the classic man who hesitates. On the other, the man who makes quick decisions. What happens to the first type? He loses 180 days of his life. During this time, he misses endless opportunities. Even in a small town, you can start at least 5 conversations a day. That's 35 per week, over 100 per month. In 6 months, 600 conversations. Imagine that level of choice. But he doesn't leave the relationship. He thinks inaction is safe. I'm not doing anything drastic. What if she comes back? In reality, it's like having a tooth rot away but avoiding the dentist because you're scared. You know it will only get worse, but you choose to ignore the problem. Why training works, but relationships don't follow the same rules. When you repeat something, sports, driving, any skill, you automatically get better. But relationships work differently. You have to fight for your right to have the best, and that means resisting society. Society condemns men who set high standards in relationships. If you want a domestic, caring woman, you'll have to reject others. Sounds easy? In reality, it's very hard. A man who suppresses his desires lives in a cycle. Fall in love, endure, suffer, recover, repeat. His number of relationships is small. But a man who makes quick decisions meets only women who invest in him. He gets used to this treatment, speaks from a position of strength, doesn't need to play the value game. Even a problematic woman suddenly cooks for him just because she feels he deserves it. What happens to the man who hesitates? After a series of destructive relationships, he's empty, dependent on women's opinions, trying to please everyone. Women sense this and use him as a resource. He loses his confidence, even if he has all the symbols of success. The phone, the clothes, the car, the money. These don't solve the real problem.
Over time, his worldview hardens like cement. He stops believing life could be different. He opens only the first 5 doors of a long hallway and assumes they're all the same. But further down are new opportunities, better women, a higher standard of life. Yet he's afraid to open new doors.
Why society makes men even weaker. Our society condemns anyone who lives differently. Examples: a man marries a second or third wife, he's booed, even if everyone involved is happy. A woman marries a Muslim man and runs a tidy household. She's showered with hate. Instead of respecting people's personal choices, society enforces conformity. Be like everyone else. Don't stand out. Don't have your own standards.
The core message: if a man builds his understanding of relationships on books, random advice, or illusions, his reality is fragile. The only way to get rid of false beliefs is practice and total honesty with yourself. You know only as much as you can do yourself. If you act quickly, you gain experience, strength, confidence. If you remain passive, you decay and become vulnerable. Stop tolerating. Go and do something about your life.